Okay, so now we are live on YouTube. So, hello everyone, my name is Min, and today we'll guide this conversation about first impressions. So, let's start introducing ourselves. And Camila, can you start?
Yeah, sure. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Hello, YouTube. I'm Camila Conte. I'm from São Paulo. I'm 27 years old. I work as a software engineer. Um, what else? I'm also a hostess here at Talk and Talk. Um, I have a almost 4-year-old daughter. She's gonna be 4-year-old tomorrow, so we're very excited. And I like to watch League of Legends, like championships. It's one of my hobbies. I don't like to play because I suck, but I like to watch. um I also like art and crafty things. Like I make this is my daughter's. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this, but this is my daughter's candle, so birthday candle. I make this kind of things too. And I think that's it for me.
Very good, and the candle is so beautiful. So, you are really good at doing this.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And what about you, Flavio?
Hi, I'm 46 years old. I'm living in São Paulo. I'm a tech lead, and I like to play sports, go outdoor, and uh, that's it. Today is uh, the weather is very good in São Paulo. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about the weather, but I think like it's so cold inside like our houses, but when you are like outside, it's so hot. It's impossible to understand. And what about you, Emerson?
Hello, everyone. I'm Emerson. I'm 35 years old. I'm married with 2 kids, a guy from about 10, and then a little girl with 2, almost 2. I work as an accountant. It's my first time with you here, so nice to meet you all. I also like video games, like Camila, but I'm not can't control myself, so I don't have like a video game. So I just want to play, but it's too hard to have a one days ago. I'm also a sports guy, so I use it to work out every day. I'm a volleyball player too, so I think it's everything about me. And I love technology.
Very good. Thank you so much, Emerson, for sharing about you. And it's a pleasure to have you here too. And what about you, Gabriel? Can you introduce yourself?
Hello. Yes. So my name is Gabriel. Nice to meet you all. I am 30 years old. I am a software engineer, and I have 7 years in the specific field, and I am looking for improving my English now. I graduated in information system, and I have a MBA too. And so about me, I live in São Paulo, Brazil. I love my city. I I appreciated my city too. The new the new the new thing is I can make in here, and I like reading books and watching certain movies.
Very good. Thank you so much, Gabriel. So, about me, as you know, my name is Yasmin. I'm 21. I live in São Paulo too. I work as a teacher, but now I am studying fashion because it's something that I would like to work with. In my free time, I am like an old woman because I love to stay like at home drinking tea and like making crosswords. So that's it about me. And let's start the conversation about first impressions. So the first question is, are you good at making new friends? Do you like to meet new people, or do you prefer to hang out with people you already know? So Emerson, what about you?
I think I'm particularly good in making friends, so I'm so good in do it. I also like to speak with new people, to know, hear their stories, share my one. So it's always good to me have a good conversation, but to stay with new people that I already meet, it depends of the day. For example, today is a day that I'm totally open to make some new friends. So it's a good day to stay with you.
Yeah, I think like it depends on our mood, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel you because like for me it's the same. Like sometimes I want to meet new people, sometimes not. So, and what about you, Gabriel?
Okay, so in my case, I prefer stay with my friends when I know in general. But as you, I like it to know new friends sometimes, but in a little bit times I like it because it's so important for maintain and have new ideas for others' opinions. It's so important for us. So, but in general, I prefer to stay alone.
Yeah, but I think like sometimes it's important like to try to make new friends that like the same things as you, yeah. Because I just have friends that they are totally different than me. So, and you, Camila?
I think I'm a likable person, so I think I'm okay with making new friends. I have a difficulty in my life about friendship in general. That's every time that I have a friend and I introduce them to other friends, they like get together and I'm not a part of the group anymore. So it happens a lot in my life. And I'm just okay with my making new friends thing. But and I also like to meet new people is one of the things that I most enjoy in life in forever. I like to meet new people because it's nice to have to know different perspectives and experiences or similar experiences. So I like to meet new people, and I also like to be with my friends and also meet new people at the same time. It's very nice when you are introduced to a friend's friend. So yeah, I think that I prefer sometimes. I'm just like you guys. I prefer to be with my friends sometimes. Sometimes I prefer to be alone. Sometimes I prefer to be just me and my daughter, and sometimes I prefer to be just me and my boyfriend. So I think it depends on the mood also.
Yeah, and I think like it's important, yeah, that your friends like know your new friends too and they have like a good relation. But sometimes I am jealous about this. And I am jealous like with my mother because every time that I introduce a friend to my mother, they become like her friend and not mine anymore.
I have the same thing with my sister. All my friends love my sister more than they love me. And it really sucks sometimes because I think I'm like when I was younger, I was like, why I'm not that nice? I was constantly comparing myself to my sister because my friends liked her more than myself. And then I was very sad, but now I'm over it. It's okay. I love my sister. She's amazing. So yeah, they can love her too.
Yeah, I think it happens a lot. So you are not alone.
I think moms have this power because my mom is also the same. So everyone love her. So I already normal to me. Oh, they meet my mom. Okay, they will like my mom and mother me. So normal.
I
I forgot to
love
stay
hear
fighting.
that. I just love to hear that because I'm a mom, so it means my kids' friends are gonna like me.
Yeah, I think so. And what about you, Flavio?
I want to say nothing because the other colleagues say interesting things about this case. Because I think that my answer is very serious. But I don't care about it with your friends. I think that this things can happen because I don't agree that the opposite. I don't know se o oposto se atrai. The opposites attract. I think we can find people that is the same situation that us, the thinking in this moment of our life, because I think we have many moments different in our life, and that's it. But hanging out, I like to go with my near friends because I think it's more relaxed. We can talk about idiot things. I, I don't like to talk for serious things.
Yeah, I think like with close friends, you can be yourself. Yeah, you can like say silly things and it's okay. So, what about the number two? Do you believe in love at first sight? What about hate at first sight? Do you believe in these two? So, Gabriel.
This question is a lot interesting. So in my case, not at all. I don't agree with this the love of the first time. I guess, for example, I have a girlfriend, and my girlfriends, I I uh I mean the first time it is it is I don't know with these words, but uh, the energy to connection of the first time to the first time it is low, and but when I am looking for to long term for with this person, I can see it is to grow up, and but in the first time, in my opinion, only it is so difficult for to maintain uh, a great "oh, I love you."
Yeah, maybe I think there is a difference like between love and passion. Yeah, maybe passion at first sight, yeah, but love, no. So,
Yeah, I was just gonna talk about the thing Gabriel said that about connection, that when you meet someone for the first time and it's kind of low, and I think it depends on the person. Sometimes you meet people that the connection it's like instant, but I also agree that it's not love. It can be passionate, it can be an admiration, I don't know, but I don't think it's love, but I think it can have people can have a first sight connection very very strong, so just that.
yeah, I totally agree. And I think like at the same way that this can become like love, can become like hate too. Yeah. So, Camila, do you believe in hate at first sight?
I don't think so. I think for it to be hate at first sight, the person, you just look at the person and you instantly hate her. But if you look at someone and you hate the person because she's being, I don't know, she's being ridiculous, she's being, I don't know, homophobic or whatever, something that you hate, you don't like the attitude of the person, so you don't hate instantly the person, you hate the attitude. So I think that's my thoughts about hate at first sight. But I think hate is an emotion that it grows much faster than love. So you can't love someone at first sight, but you can love someone in a few days or a few months. But you can hate someone in minutes, in seconds. But it's not like it at first sight, because you're hating the attitude of the person. Anyway.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you said like really important things that I was not like thinking about. And what about you, Flavio?
I believe that love at first sight is more common in adolescents, in teenager, because with love find someone very beautiful, and it goes when you meet the person, and uh, I think that I agree with Camila that it's more easy to hate a person in more fast that you love. Hate, some things have, some persons have some attitudes. I think that when a person is, não sei como fala, snob, arrogante.
I think like rude.
Snob, arrogant. Some persons has the posture. It's a common to see a person, and you don't want to know know the person. I think it's common. This person, I think it's the way that the person walk, or the clothes the person wear. It's create a bad impression, if the person, and that's it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I think like you can say like if like you can see if the person is open to know more about you too, or if not, just like because of the posture. Yeah. So what about you, Emerson?
I totally disagree with both sentences. It's totally impossible to love someone at the first sight and to hate someone at the first sight. For me, for example, it's impossible. Love is a construction, so you need to meet the person, stay with her, like almost of all the same things, and create a connection. I believe that connections could be more faster, but love is a little bit complicated. And in case of hate, I know that someone can hate each other. It's normal, but to me, it's too hard to hate some other. So I can meet people that I want stay close to me, for example, at the first time. And sometimes I was wrong about it. But in general, you meet people and you can decide if these people is good to stay close to you or not.
Yeah, I think like hate is a strong word. Yeah. Maybe just dislike someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a strong
So
and a strong feeling too, because to hate someone is too heavy. Oh, don't know.
Yeah. And so, talking about this, about like hating someone, have you met someone who you rated right away, even though you didn't know them? So, someone that you just looked at and you said, I don't like this person, I hate. So, Camila, what about you?
I think it's as Emerson said. I think you can. I have met people that I disliked right away, but I'd never hated someone. Just I just met someone and I hate. I don't think I have ever done something like that, because it's also hard for me to hate someone. It's I think there's one person that I hate in the whole world, and it's I hope you all hate him too. But whatever. um so I think there's just one person that I hate in this whole world, and I have met people that I disliked, but sometimes I became friends with the person. I didn't like the person right away, but then later we are friends. So it happens a lot, and that's it.
Yeah, I know the person that you are talking about, so I hate him too. So, and what about you, Emerson?
I agree with Camila. It's something related happened to me a few months ago. I was in a game and I feel some attitude from a guy that I totally disagree in the beginning. But at the end of the game, when we talk a little bit, I thought, come on, this guy is amazing. So it's too hard to get some first impressions from people. You should uh, give them the chance to introduce themselves, to talk a little bit, to really confirm if you are right or not. Sometimes it's just your mood, for example. You are not a good way, so you look to the person and, oh, come on, I can't believe. So, and, by the way, after to talk about these people could be totally different. So, no.
Yeah, I think
And
like some,
I agree with you too. I know I don't like this person too. I don't hate him, but I don't like him too.
yeah, I think like sometimes we judge people just because of like one action, yeah. And because
Hmm.
of this, we are not open to know them more. So, and you, Gabriel?
So the question number 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my opinion, it is I agree, because I don't hate the other people's. It is can be sounds bad, and I don't like a lot of people's, and it is make it of party for the process in the life, and it's okay.
Yeah, I think like sometimes we went through this kind of situation. Yeah, like I have someone that at the first time that I saw her, I said, "Oh, I don't like this girl," but I was right. So like she's not a good person, but I tried. So and you, Flavio?
I think about I think a lot about it because I am Christian, and in the Bible say that you have to love your enemy. I think in the Bible has many difficult things behaviors that you have to do, and is this is the most difficult thing that you want to do, because if you hate, uh, we never have to hate someone. and we love our enemies. And in the Bible say this, and it's difficult when someone hurt me or someone I have a problem when someone shout with me, scream, and I have because I don't. It's like it so much, and but in the same occasion, you have to love the people. It's many confusing my mind because if someone hurts you, you don't want to stay with the person, and but you have to love. It's, sometimes I think many confused about it, and what's different that you like a person and love and like and hate. Uh, it's but I think it's have many behaviors that you can have in our life. I think that uh, some things it's easy. For example, I pay a food for someone that needs it's cheaper. But I can open the door for an older. It's too easy to do, but love your enemy. I think it's difficult, and you we can we can spend more and dedicate more our life when something happens because our mind is many confused, and yeah, that's it. Uh, I I I don't. I think that we can relation with other persons because the persons uh, can make us the change to improve our personality. I think that's it.
Flavio, I was just gonna say that what you said about being confused about someone hurting you and you having to love the person, it made me confused to think about this thing for a while, a few years ago, and then I changed my mind. Like, I think what the Bible said about love each other and as yourself and whatever. I think I made it like in a text to interpretate. I don't know if that's the word. Like, it's like a metaphor. So I don't have to love the someone that's hurting me. It's okay for me to not like the person that is hurting me, but I have to respect the person and not hurt the person. And so I made this. So whenever someone hurt me, I don't like the person, I don't like the action of the person, but I don't mistreat the person, I don't disrespect the person. So that's my way of love the person that's hurting me, and not hurt my moral or my faith and this thing.
I totally agree with Camila. I would say the same, but she completely right from my point of view. I believe that a movie that retracts this reality is The Shaft, a Cabana. When I saw this movie, it was amazing to understand all these things that was described in the Bible. So if you haven't the chance to watch it, I really recommend because it's an amazing movie to understand what love means from the perspective of God.
I think that when it's something that happen in our life, it's what we do, we get in return, and I think that I think that I'm not perfect. I make some mistakes, and not to kill someone, but I think everybody make little or all others mistakes, but when I make a mistake with someone, I see that in the future I pay for it, and it's a pay. If a little things happen with me, but I I don't know because and I think God say to us because when we hurt or do bad things, or if someone hurt us and uh, we hurt the people too, we the same that the people hurt us. First, we pay for it in the future, and it's and I think it's I don't know if some other persons is, but some people's that I make some little mistakes. I think about the people, but I don't, and I think it's the main reason that we never uh, hurt someone or make bad things to someone because we pay for it.
Yeah, very good. And I think like when someone hurts you, it says more about the person than about you. So I totally agree with what you were saying about this. And so we can go to the next one, number 4. When are the most important times, like the most important occasions to make a good first impression? So, Gabriel, let's start with you.
Okay, this question is interesting because the people in general can to judgments for the first time when you know the new people in your life. For example, in some places, in sometimes it is so most important, and sometimes not. For example, I can make a new interview for get a new job, or I get a to conquist a new person, or in the others always around this topic. It is the most important, but in general, the most time is it is important for to get sound is uh, the good persons for others peoples, and it is good for to make a friends and the other things around that, but it is important, yeah. And the peoples in general have I guess around um 20 or 30 minutes, 30 or 30 seconds for create a new impression for you. And the judgments can be around your clothes and your a voice and the other characteristics and personalities in you. And after that, the persons can be create a new opinion about you, and it just can be sounds good or not.
Yeah, very good. And I think like everywhere could be like a place to make like a good first impression, because sometimes we will meet people that like we can't imagine in places that we can't imagine too. So maybe I don't know, you will know like your boss in a club. So what about you, Emerson?
So for me, of course, is the first meet. When the first time you meet the person is the best chance. But I believe that every time you meet someone that you already know is a good chance to keep this good impression. For example, I can know you a lot of time, and you could do a behavior that I would like a lot and thought, come on, I like this person for a lot of time, and he could be at this, he could show to be this face. Sounds strange. So of course, everyone is everyone, but in this case, for me, every time, for example, you should keep your behavior, your respect for the other one. So when you change it, it could be a bad impression, and it could be really difficult to exchange it for people's perspective.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think like sometimes we need to like to take care with our actions, yeah, because it can totally change the impression that someone has. So, and you, Flavio.
I believe that the most important times to make a good first impression is the beginning of the do you know someone, uh, because it's many difficult to change the impression that you will cause in another person. It's crazy, but it's difficult to, I don't, it's more difficult to change the impression after that something happened. It's hard. And I Gabriel said about the interview, and when I start a new job, I work a little about 1 or 2 times more if out gain extra hours and big out overcome. I don't know. I extra uh, overtime. I don't gain overtime. I make it overtime for my for own, and because I wanna make a good impression. That my work is fluent is, and I think it's the, when you it's more common your work, more normal, the people is not to focus a lot on your work.
Yeah, and I think like when you are starting to work in a place, I think it's so important like to try to do like the right things at like the first months, yeah. So what about you, Camila?
I think it's the opposite. Actually, I think in the first on the first weeks or the first months, I think we should make mistakes. You know, you can. It's the when you have to learn, when you're there to learn, and then later you can't. You know, later you really have to do things like the right way. But about the fourth question, so I think first impression, we only have one. So when you meet the person, and for me, the one thing that's very important for me on first impressions is education. So and the is politeness actually. It's not education, it's politeness. Like when I'm always looking if the person says thank you, says you're welcome, please, good morning, good afternoon too, especially when we are being, I don't know if the right word to say served, but when we have a waiter, a waitress, or a doorman, this kind of things, I'm constantly checking people around me if they are polite to, if they are kind to each other, because it's the first impression for me is about politeness. And so I'm always trying. I don't mind if I'm like wearing socks and a flip flop, and I don't know, a wrecked shirt or whatever, as long as I am polite, as long as I am kind. So I'm constantly being polite to everyone, because I want, if someone needs to talk to me, the person can just come at me and talk to me, because they know that I'll be kind, I won't bite, I won't scream. So that's for me, that's it for me about good first impressions.
Yeah, very good. You said something really important about like you need to show that you'll make mistakes, you are wrong, and then like you can't do this kind of things. And I never thought about this, but I think it's important, yeah, to show like who you are. So, and about like treating people well, this is something that my mother always say to me. Like when you will like have a relationship with someone, you need to see if the person treats like their parents well, because if not, they will not treat you well too.
Yes, I totally agree with your mom. She's very wise. She's a very wise lady.
Yeah.
I think that
So,
we love the Yasmin mother. Yeah.
yeah, she's amazing. And like Camila said something about like wearing things, like if you are wearing like a flip-flops with socks. So I want to know, like being honest, do you make first impressions based on what people wear? So it's the number 7. And we can start with you, Camila.
Yes, I make first impressions because um, I think it's normal. Everyone makes it, because if you see someone, like here where I live, we see people wearing clothes very similar to each other, and sometimes you look at someone and the person is like, whoa, so fancy, and you're like, okay, that's nice, and you make impressions of the person for that. And sometimes you go to the mall and you see someone wearing a very expensive bag, and you're like, oh my god, this person is very rich. Or I don't know, maybe it's fake, I don't know, but we make this kind of presumptions, I think that's it. I think we make this, we do this, it's normal, but I try not to judge the person because of the thing that they are wearing. Like if the person is wearing a fancy bag, I'm like, okay, the person might be rich, or maybe it's fake, but it's none of my business, so whatever, I'm gonna just move on, okay.
Yeah, I think it's something that we do like in like automatically. Yeah. So and we don't think so much. So and you, Emerson.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's totally automatically. We always try to do not do this. It's not cool. It's complicated. I always try to deconstruct it in my head, but it's almost automatic. And you see something, come on, what is this? But no, come on, it's not of my concern. Stay calm, but it's
Yeah,
too
it's
hard to treat it.
exactly. You just do it, and it's important. I think it's important for you to be conscient that you're
Hmm.
making presumptions, you're judging sometimes the person. So you have to self-judge yourself,
Yeah.
self-criticism. And it's funny to think about it, because I think a few weeks ago we were at a wedding, me and my boyfriend, and his aunt. I didn't meet I've never met his aunt before, and then she came at me and she said like, "Oh, you're a psychologist, you're a psychiatrist, or you're a sociologist teacher, something like that." And I was just like that. No, I work with IT. You know, she just assumed that I was working with psychiatric something because I have short hair, because I wear glasses, I was with my nails painted dark, you know, so it's funny to think about it.
Yeah, and I was talking with someone that we always make these, like we have some stereotypes, yes. So like when I see like a blonde woman, I always think, you are a dentist, you know, because I think it is something really common.
She
And if
drives
she,
an HB20.
yeah, that's
It
it.
happens to me a lot. People look to me and come on, you are a sports profession? And no, no way. I'm a number guy.
Yeah, it's something really common to
Yeah.
happen. And what about you, Gabriel?
Okay, the question number 5, yeah?
I think it's the number 7. Being honest, do you make first impressions based on what people wear?
Okay, so it is I like this question because as you said, it is I don't get a create or build new the judgments about the other persons with around the clothes or the person wear. For example, the person like the flip flop and the other things about that. It is yeah. As you said, I can maintain it with myself and the self judgment and maintain it with myself, and it's the most important. But I don't like or to say it if we open for the other people's, because it is not my business.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's okay. It's better to maintain to keep this kind of information with you, yeah. So what about you, Flavio?
I think that the person that was getting married, that Camila said, it's outdated because the word is changed a lot. This the stereotypes change a lot because in the past nerds that you work in IT, and today many stereotypes working, and I see you, Camila, and I see a gamer, a gamer. I want I gamer. I don't know because I know some friends that like gamer. It's and I see this. I see and I think that is nerd. Nerd. I am
Yeah, I
little.
totally agree.
I am nerd too. Because I like sports and I am nerd. I am a curious person, and I think today the stereotypes is not exist more because uh, all persons need to practice sports, and I don't know if stereotypes is the is the same way that we think before.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think we have different kind of I think things are kind of mixing up, you know. People like we have the dev bubble on internet, on Twitter. We have the dev bubble, and in the dev bubble, we are creating the fitness dev bubble. So we have developers, software engineers, and they are starting to work out, to go to the gym and to enjoy it. So we have like a union there.
What is Devil Bubble? A site?
No, it's just a bunch of devs and engineers and this kind of thing, of people that they just chat a lot and talk to each other a lot on Twitter. So we have like a bubble. It's a community. It's like a community,
Okay.
and we have the dev bubble, and now we have like the fitness dev bubble. So I think things are
I see
mixing
it.
up now.
Totally missing because I am from finance area and people from finance don't use it to go to the gym, for example, play video games and like technology. And then totally the opposite. So it's complicated.
Yes. I was gonna talk about what Yasmin said and Gabriel said, what we all were talking about first impressions and this kind of things. I remember the thought that I used to think a lot when I realized that I was judging someone, that if I have a thought that if you're judging the person for someone she or he can change in 5 minutes, then it's okay. You can judge and you can go to the person and you say, like, if you have a lettuce on your teeth, on your tooth, I don't know, it's important for someone who's judging you for that to come at you and say, oh, you have something on your teeth. But if you're judging the person for someone if the person can change, then just keep it to yourself, you know. If you're judging the person because, I don't know, you think that the person is overweight, you think that the person is, I don't know, I don't know, if you're judging the person for someone, they can change, or they don't want to change, they I don't know, they don't have a reason for change besides your thoughts, besides your judgment, then just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, it's really important what you said, because like I have an aunt and she is fat and she is a teacher. She teaches like kids. And every time that she say that she is a teacher, people say, "Oh, but how are you a teacher? You are fat." And she always say, "I can do more things than you can. Like I have more energy than you."
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I imagined her shaking her head, and I can do more things than you.
yeah, it's totally like this. So guys, that's it today. And I want to know if you want to say something about how was this conversation for you, if you want to share something or to add something that you would like to share and you didn't share.
I want to say that Camila is totally equal a friend of mine who lives in Belo Horizonte. Totally equal.
Whoa,
When I
that's
saw her, I
crazy.
remember my friend, and man, come on, I miss her. I should talk with her, and totally
Yeah.
equal.
Yeah, go talk to her right away.
I'll
It's
find her on
important.
social media because she disappeared again.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to say that this immersion was very cool. It's been a while since I've been in a immersion besides my own, because I'm really, my times are my hours are very messed up right now. But it's been really nice to be here in this immersion, and it's nice to see Gabriel here. He is always on my immersions. It's very funny. Emerson, Flavio, Yasmin, very nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. It was a pleasure to have you here. And someone else wants to share. Gabriel, do you want to share something? Do you want to say something? No? Okay. So, guys, I want to thank you all. So, thank you so much, Flavio. Thank you.